Will Raka be the lawgiver of the ape law? One of the new characters in the movie Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is Raka, an orangutan that could become a main piece of this story. Being one of Noah's friends and one of the wise men in his tribe, he could be the connection between Noah and his past. For some, Raka will be a leader. For others, he is the descendant of one of the main characters of Caesar's trilogy, Maurice. In this video, we will be talking about all the theories and everything we know about Raka. And for more videos of the Planet of the Apes universe, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. First, let's talk about what we know about this character. Raka is one of the main character's friends in the movie, and is played by Peter Macon. He is also described as one of the wisest orangutans in his tribe. He is believed to be the one who keeps the stories of the past, and could be connected to Caesar's story, as he could be a descendant of one of his greatest allies, the orangutan Maurice. Maurice is an evolved orangutan, born in 2001 in a circus, before being transferred to a primate shelter. It was here that he met Caesar, a hyper-intelligent chimpanzee. Maurice became Caesar's friend and his trusted advisor during the Ape Rebellion, helping to free his fellow apes from the shelter and establish a new society in the forest. We will be creating videos in the future of this character, as he is one of the few primates who proved to have superior intelligence to all others, before being exposed to the chemical ALZ-113, which endowed the primates with intelligence and caused almost the extinction of mankind. Now there is something very important in Maurice's story that connects it to Raka's. Maurice promised to take care of Caesar's son, as well as to teach him and remind him of what happened to his father. We can say that Maurice is the first ape historian, and possibly the foundation of the ape law. For although many of its teachings and rules come from Caesar, it was Maurice who remained as a witness for the next generations. Raka and Maurice are both orangutans and are quite similar. In the same way that Caesar and Noah are also very similar physically, it is possible that the tribe where Noah is the original tribe of Maurice and Caesar's son Cornelius. Now, could it be that there are clues pointing that Raka is a descendant of Maurice, and that he will be the creator of the ape law or the religion of the apes? Surprisingly, we have more clues that Raka is precisely the creator of the ape religion than Noah as a descendant of Caesar. During the Planet of the Apes trailer, we can see two elements in Raka, which connect him not only to Caesar's story, but to the future of this universe and the original films. First, let's talk about the amulet that Raka wears on his chest. This necklace is not just any symbol. It symbolizes the window of the house where Caesar was raised, and which later became a symbol of the apes and their fight against humans. It began as a symbol of hope, and possibly this meaning has been maintained for generations. If the Raka tribe is the same as Maurice, it would explain why they still keep this necklace with this symbol, as it could be a reminder of the time when Caesar was still among them. This would also explain why in many scenes in the trailer, and in the recently revealed photographs, we see Raka next to Noah. Raka is an orangutan and is intelligent, but he is not as skilled as other primates in the tribe. However, it is his story that will make sense to Caesar. It is possible that, if Noah discovers to be a descendant of Caesar, it is Raka who will explain it, and that they will find the house or some symbol, which connects with the symbol that Raka has on his chest. In one of our previous videos we talked about Koro, the elder ape of the tribe, and it is possible that Raka is one of his disciples, who wishes to become the wise elder of his tribe. However, this is not the biggest discovery of his character. Reddit user Captain Waterpaper found a connection of this character to the original movies. Part of this discovery reads as follows, and I quote, "I turned up the brightness and traced. It's not a perfect tracing, and some of the lines were hard to make out. But here is an approximation of the symbols. Notice the similarities to the symbols worn by the lawgiver statue from the original film. I'll add that, in the original movies, the lawgiver was seen in the 2600s, in between battle and the original. It would make sense for this character to appear in Kingdom since it too is an in-between period. The lawgiver was also an orangutan. This discovery not only confirms that the films are following the path of the original films, but that Raka could indeed be that lawgiver that was so much talked about in the original films. It is no coincidence that they bear the same symbols. Now, this leaves several questions on the table. In the original movies, that prophet creator of the ape law was anti-human, or at least that's how we see him in the originals. He was the prophet who forbade the apes from going to the human ruins and called it a forbidden zone. This could also change the perspective of the story a bit. Just as the figure of Caesar is important in the mythology of Planet of the Apes, so is the figure of the lawgiver. This could mean that this orangutan could be much more important in the story than Noah, May, or Proximus Caesar, and could be the person who disproves all the false teachings of Proximus Caesar. But here comes the most interesting part of his story. Maybe Raka's future is to become someone much worse than Proximus Caesar. As far as we know, Proximus Caesar is an ape who wants to acquire technology to conquer the other ape tribes and human groups on the planet, and has twisted Caesar's teachings. But if the story of this new movie will lead us to something similar to the original movies, eventually the lawgiver would create a false religion to keep the apes away from technology and human cities. He would make up stories about how their god destroyed the humans, and how they should never go to the Forbidden Zone. If Raka really is the lawgiver, he could not only be the one who defeats Proximus Caesar, but he could become the reason why the ape society was kept without technology and afraid of the ruins of humanity. Undoubtedly, Raka is one of the most interesting characters, and we wish to know more about him in the future. But tell me, what do you think about all this? Do you want to see Raka's character? And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Oasis Geek.